What's up, everybody? It's a very special day today. Here with my mate Shano, yo yo, and Simone, and they've organised a speech at Shane's daughter's school. So it's a Year 7 grade, and the topic is persuasive speaking about animals.
Animals.
It's kind of my thing. So we're going to hit that up today and plant a lot of seeds in a lot of young minds.
I've taught this for 3 years now, and every year I'm shocked about something new that I learn that goes on in the industry, so that we can have food, milk, eggs, cheese, etc. Meat was the first one I meant to say, to eat. So we're lucky enough today, we have James, who is one of the world's most recognised animal rights speakers. He travels around the world. He's been on Sunrise, he's on YouTube. We're so lucky that we've got him here to speak to us today. So I'd like to introduce James to speak to you all.
Cool, thank you. Hi everybody. So glad to hear that you're learning about animal rights. It's such an important topic for everybody because we're all involved in what happens to animals, you know? They are here with us, not for us. So it's very important that we learn how to respect animals and treat them the way that we would want to be treated. You know, we want to be kind to them, we want to respect them, show them love and compassion. And what we do to them though right now, as you've already seen, is so very cruel and violent and wrong. So put your hand up for me right now if you love animals. Wow. That's a lot of you. Okay, now not everyone loves animals. Put your hand up if you just like animals. They're okay. Couple of people. That's alright, that's alright. And what about if you don't really like animals much at all? Yeah, a couple of people, a few people. Okay, don't feel bad. That's okay. Because a few years ago, I was somebody who would have put my hand up and said, I don't really like animals at all. I didn't understand who animals are. I didn't understand that they have a heart and they have a brain and they have their own family and they communicate with each other. They have their own communities. They're so much like us. They feel pain and suffer just like us. They want to live their life in peace and happiness just like us. But a few years ago, I didn't understand that. I thought that animals were stupid, they weren't smart, they couldn't feel pain. I didn't really think that animals mattered. And I've learned today that your topic is animal rights and also persuasive speaking, right? So what I do, I go around the world and I tell people what happened to me, how I went from somebody who doesn't care about animals at all to somebody who is very, very passionate about speaking up for the voiceless victims of this planet. In fact, so passionate that a couple of years ago, I stopped speaking for 1 whole year to raise awareness for the animals. So I didn't say a single word for 1 whole year to raise awareness for animals and promote peace over violence. One of the best ways that you can be a persuasive speaker is to tell your story. Because people can listen to your story and they can relate it to themselves. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to tell you what happened to me, how I went from someone who didn't care at all about animals to someone now who's here in front of you today. I don't get paid to be here. I'm here just to spread a message, such an important message that affects so many of our fellow earthlings, the animals, the most innocent and vulnerable beings of our planet. So when I was 17, how old are you? How old are you? 12, 13? Okay, 12 and 13. Alright, 12 and 13. So only a few years older than you are now, I got cancer. I got leukemia and lymphoma. And they told me that I was probably going to die. I was very, very sick. Just a few years ago, I was in year 11 actually. I got so sick, I lost all my hair, I put on so much weight. You know stretch marks when you put on weight really fast? I put on 25 kilos so fast that my skin actually ripped and bled. That's how fast I got my stretch marks. I was so sick and unhealthy. And it was the first time that I'd ever truly suffered in my life. You know, you're pretty young, you sprained a few ankles, you fell falling over. But I was really suffering for a long time. And so, luckily I met someone who helped me get fit and healthy and strong. And he helped me out of my sufferings. He was a personal trainer, and I decided that I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to help others out of their suffering as well. So I became a personal trainer too. And for the next 8 years, I traveled all around the world on a cruise ship, teaching people how to be healthy, how to be fit, how to be strong. Once I got over my cancer, of course. And luckily, on this cruise ship, I met a very wise person who one day told me that eating animals is bad karma. Does anybody here know what karma is? Oh, okay, all right. Does anyone want to tell me? Keep your hand up if you want to tell me what it is. What do you think it is?
It's where you do a bad thing
Yeah?
But you just get bad back.
Yeah, that's right. So if you do good, you do good things, and good things come to you. If you do bad things come to you. This is just what he said. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying even that I believe it, but that's what he said. Eating animals is bad karma, and that made me wonder if that was true. You know, and if it is, that was bad for me because I was eating animals breakfast, lunch, and dinner, every single meal. And then it made me question, but don't we have to eat animals to be healthy? Put your hand up if you think we need to eat animal products to be healthy. Okay. Okay, great. Put your hands down. I used to think exactly the same thing. A lot of people in this world think that. A lot of your mum and dads probably think that. A lot of personal trainers probably think that. I thought that for 8 years as a personal trainer. But I decided I'm going to try being vegetarian for a week just to see how I feel. So I'm just going to cut meat out of my diet, not for the animals, just for me. I didn't care about animals. And 3 days in, I didn't. And 3 days in, I felt so much better. I felt healthy, I felt strong, I felt like I was sleeping better, I felt happier, more energy, I felt really good. But that shocked me because I always believed you need to eat animal products to be healthy. So I started researching, very passionate personal trainer, I started researching, can you be healthy without eating animal products? And what I've learned is that you can be much healthier without eating animal products. You can live a healthier life, a longer life, reduce your chances of most of the diseases that most of our friends and families will eventually suffer and die from. Heart disease, cancers, diabetes, obesity, so many illnesses. And this shocked me. I thought, how can this be true? I've been a personal trainer for 8 years. How could I have not known this? But that was the reality that I'd learned, that actually what I thought I knew about health was wrong. And next, what I started looking into was, well, if we don't need to eat animal products to be healthy, then what do we do this for? What do we do this for? You've seen some of the videos. Put your hand up if you've seen the videos about the meat industry. Yeah? Keep your hand up if put your hand up if you've seen the videos about the dairy industry. Okay, a few. Egg industry. Yeah? You've seen some live baiting, I think. Is that right? Live baiting with the dog racing. Okay, so there's a lot of different things. I led myself to the question: if we don't need to kill and eat animals to survive and be so healthy, what are we doing this to them for? Why do we put them through so much cruelty? Why do we confine them in cages? Why do we cut their beaks off? Why do we kill the little baby chicks, the baby boys in the egg industry? Why do we kill the baby boys in the dairy industry? Because they won't produce milk and the baby boys in the egg won't produce eggs. Why do we kill all these animals just so we can eat them? Is there a good reason? So what do you think? Put your hand up if you've got an idea why we would put them through all this suffering and killing if we don't need to for our health. What do you think the reasons are?
Money.
Money. Great answer. What do you think?
Tastes good.
They taste good, yeah? What do you think?
They can make all the fast food restaurants.
Okay, all right. Great answers. Very smart crowd I think I've got here. Money. That's right, because people are selling us these products, and your mum and dad are buying it for you usually at this age, right? And because they taste good. Animal products do taste good. I didn't stop eating animal products because I thought they didn't taste good. I do think they taste good. But let me ask you a question. You've seen the cruelty, what happens to animals, and all animal products, meat, cheese, eggs, leather, wool, silk, all animal products come from animal cruelty. Do you think, put your hand up for me, if you think that money is not a good enough reason to harm and kill animals? Me either. Hands down, thank you. Put your hand up if you think that a good taste is not a good enough reason to harm and kill these innocent animals.
Go.
That's what I think too. That's what I think too. Taste, there's so many good tastes out there. We don't need to eat products from the cruelty of animals. We can have rice milk, we can have almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, hazelnut milk. There's so many different milks you can get from the same supermarket. Why would we want to drink milk from a cow that's made for baby cows? Put your hand up if you think that's a little bit weird, to drink milk from a cow. Put your hand up if you think it's weird to drink milk from a dog. Yeah? Me too. So why does everyone drink cow milk? You know what I mean? We're not baby cows. Put your hand up if you're a baby cow. Just be baby cows. We're humans, so we're supposed to drink milk when we're babies, and then as we grow up, we stop drinking milk. What I learned though was that being vegetarian wasn't enough. I was still contributing to animal cruelty. I stopped eating meat and I felt great, but I was still eating dairy. I was still eating milk or drinking milk or having cheese, and I was still eating eggs. And there was a lot of ways that I was contributing to animal cruelty that I didn't think of. So we know that there's cruelty in food. Does anyone know any other ways we contribute to animal cruelty? Yeah?
Different types of leather.
Leather, wool, so clothing. Yeah? What else? Circuses, entertainment. Exactly. Very good answer. Any other ideas? Yeah?
Zoos.
Zoos. So again, kind of like entertainment. Yes, they are trapped in there like prisoners and they've committed no crime. What do you think? Beauty products. Yes, we test on animals. We put products on animals. And we hurt their eyes and we eventually killed them through these products as well to test their toxicity. Put your hand up if makeup is a good enough reason to harm and kill animals. If you think that's not a good enough reason to harm and kill animals, makeup. Me either. What are we doing? Now, one thing, so there's a lot of ways, right, that we harm and kill animals, that we are gonna, if you're not already contributing to it now, we will. And because we're animal lovers, because we are a society of animal lovers, where if we see an animal, you don't think, oh, yum. You know, oh, that was good. We see an animal, we want to do this, oh, how cute, right? We don't look at it and go, yum. And we don't watch animal cruelty. We don't watch animal cruelty on TV or see it in real life and get hungry. Do we? Of course not, because it makes us sick. And it makes us sick because naturally we have compassion for animals. If you have compassion for animals, that's great. Hold on to that, because this world will try to rob you of it. Listen to me. This world will try to rob you of that natural compassion. It will tell you that eating animals is natural and normal and necessary. And I'm here to tell you that is not true. It is not natural to harm these beautiful, innocent animals that we say we love. It is not necessary. I haven't eaten any animal products for nearly 4 years, and I'm healthier and stronger than I've ever been in my life. The world record-holding strongman eats no animal products. Mr. Universe, a huge bodybuilder, eats no animal products. We can be healthy and strong without it. But it's not just about meat. It's not just about being vegetarian. Put your hand up if you know the word vegan. Whoa! All right, put your hands down. Someone put your hand up and tell me what being vegan is. Yes, brother.
Doesn't eat animal products.
Doesn't eat any animal products? What else is it?
Doesn't eat anything that they help or has come from.
Okay, pretty much. So we don't eat animal products, but we also don't wear them. We don't use them for entertainment, and we don't use products that have been tested on animals. Basically, we leave animals alone. I always thought this was an extreme thing growing up. Why would you be vegan? That's so extreme. But actually, I realize now the way I was living my life is what was extreme. Extremely violent towards these animals, extremely cruel and extremely unnecessary. And being vegan is simply about peace and kindness and respect for animals. We treat them the way that we would want to be treated. So I learned that if we have no good reason to put animals through this pain and suffering and killing, if we can still eat a burger, a vegan burger, and vegan ice cream, and vegan burritos, and vegan nachos, and vegan milk, and vegan cheese, literally vegan everything, we can have all these other vegan options. So why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Why don't we extend our kindness to these animals? And that's what it's all about. Then I decided I was going to take a 1-year vow of silence for animals. I stopped talking for a whole year, because step one is to stop hurting them. So step 1 is to go vegan, but step 2 is to start helping the animals. And every single one of us can do that. Every single one of us has the potential to be a hero and a warrior for the animals. And they need it more than anybody, because they don't get listened to. They get treated worse than the worst criminals in our whole society, and they've done nothing wrong. We treat animals very badly in this society. But you, everyone here, every single person here, is the start of the next wave, the next revolution. And you have 2 choices. You can continue doing what most people in society do today, being cruel to animals by buying animal products, and supporting those industries, or you can make a choice that will start a new revolution of kindness and peace and respect for the animals. And that's a choice every single one of us here today. First, stop hurting them. Second, start helping them. So that's it. Now, what I want to do as well is if anybody has any questions, put your hand up and ask me so I can answer them for you while I'm still here. Yes, brother? Vegetarians don't eat fish because fish aren't vegetables. Fish are animal as well. A lot of people think that fish don't feel pain. Actually, the studies show that fish can often feel pain even more than humans do. It's just one of those things that people say that isn't necessarily true. So vegetarians don't eat meat, and fish is a type of meat. Yes?
What two types of kids did you get again?
I had leukemia and lymphoma. They gave me 20% chance of living. They said if I didn't start treatment straight away, I'd be dead in 6 weeks. And here I am. I'm okay now. Yes? When I wasn't speaking, this is how I communicated. Ready? Yeah? Okay, cool. That's how I talk. So for a whole year, I went around Australia, and I with people, and when people ask me, what am I doing? I got to explain to them, I've taken a vow of silence for animals. I give them my business card that has links to my website with documentaries, videos about animal cruelty, vegan recipes, and encouraging people to make these better choices. And then I spoke for the first time on the Sunrise morning show. Put your hand up if you know Sunrise. Yeah? I spoke for the first time on that show, and that interview of me breaking my vow of silence went viral. It was seen by millions and millions of people around the world. And now I've also got another speech called This Speech Is Your Wake Up Call on YouTube. It has over 10 million views. So, and it's you know, it's friendly for your age as well. Anyone can watch it. I'd recommend, if anything I've said to you today resonates and you want to be someone who's a friend to animals, then you can watch that speech with your mum and dad. It's called This Speech Is Your Wake Up Call. And you can share that with your mum and dad, watch it with them, and then you can talk about the things I say in that speech. Yes? It was very hard not to speak through you. It actually gave me an idea of what it's like to be animals, a voiceless animal. Animals do have a voice, right? They cry and they scream sometimes, you know, and they communicate with each other, but we don't listen to their voice. And that's the difference. So I had a voice, but I wasn't being listened to either. And it was a very hard experience. It was you try going voiceless for a day, or even an hour. You try it at lunch and see if you can be voiceless. And then think how long a year of being voiceless is, which is a very long time. I didn't learn sign language, but I made up my own. Yeah. Because if I learn sign language, other people have to know sign language too to be able to understand me. And not many people know sign language. Yes?
So, the whole year, you didn't even say one word?
Okay, the whole year I didn't say any deliberate words, but I accidentally slipped up about 5 times. So, because it's so hard, you know, you're used to just talking all the time. So one time I fell asleep at an airport and I woke up to somebody waking me up saying, James, you're about to miss your plane. And because you know when you wake up at first, you're like, what's going on? So I woke up and I was like, what's happening? Oh my God, am I about to miss my plane? And then I went, oh no. But I never deliberately spoke, only a few accidents. It was very weird. If you want to see the first time I spoke, I sounded different. I sounded like this. Because I hadn't used my voice in a whole year. So if you look up Man Breaks Year-Long Vow of Silence, you can see the YouTube video of the interview on TV of me doing that, and you can hear exactly what I said. Oh, sweet. Is that it?
Massive thank you.
Cool. There you go. Einstein also was a big believer in animal rights, and he said, nothing will benefit human health and our chances for survival more than the evolution to a diet free from animal products. Right? So accidents happen. You can't help it if it's an accident. If you deliberately go and try to kill someone, even if that someone is an ant, that's not a very nice thing to do. We should respect all life, from the smallest little ant to the biggest elephant. What's the difference, really? You know what I mean? Just because the size is different, does that mean that they're less important? I don't think so. If that was true, then it would mean that elephants are more important than humans.
Like
but it's not the either way either, because we're not more important than anyone. We just say that we are. We just think that we are. But actually, we're all equal. We all deserve to live on this earth with respect of each other. But we have to, if we want that, we have to show that respect to them as well.
James, when
Yeah.
you go back to saying it's cruel to kill animals, what if we're killing them to like reduce their population sort of thing, to like so they don't overpopulate?
It's a really good question. I think that's one of the most challenging things. When you're a vegan, you can't always be perfect. And sometimes you have to do things that aren't perfect. When it comes to those animals, they don't deserve to be killed. Generally, we're the problem. We brought them to a different part of the world that they don't belong, and it ruined the ecosystem. I think that we should find a better way than just killing them, you know, because that's the easy way out. We should find a better way of like relocating and stopping them from being able to reproduce so that we cut down the numbers and things like that. But unfortunately, because right now society cares so little about animals that we're willing to kill them and eat them just because they taste good, of course we're going to have no problem killing them when there is an actual problem that they're causing. But the biggest pest on the planet is humans. We are the biggest pest. We're an animal as well, and we're the biggest pest of all, but you don't see us going around killing other humans to solve that problem. We find better ways, and we should do the same for other animals too. Check this out. What are you doing? What a success, man. Those kids were so engaged, planted a lot of seeds, had a lot of questions at the end. It was amazing. And now we're treating ourselves to some lunch.
Oh yeah.
Yum, yum. You. Good work, guys. Teamwork. They set it up, and then, you know, I kind of knocked it down. Yeah, so there's many ways we can all contribute. You don't have to be a speaker. You can be the one who sets up the speech kind of thing. Yeah, so that's what happened today. Good work, guys.
Set it up.
Yeah. So we're just about to call Shano's daughter Stella, who was in the crowd today of the speech, and see if there was like some talk amongst the students after or anything like that.
Might be
What a letdown.
take two.
Hello?
Is that you?
Oh, she got ya. Go. Let's go.
Alright. Round two.
It's better like, yeah, answer.
Sorry.
Yeah, sweet. Better like, go and here, this will be good, right?
Fuck, bro, have I got my fluffy on?
For you guys?
Huh?
Do you want me to hold it for you guys?
Should be alright.
Hello?
Hey, kid.
So good. Alright.
Oh, hey, how you going?
Yeah, good.
That's good. How did everything go today after James's speech around the school? Was there any vibe?
Yeah, it was cool. There was girls in my class who didn't speak.
So that's so good. It was so good.
What about the kids?
Yeah, they were all pretty cool. They were like, yeah. They were all like, I'm gonna go vegan.
That's so good.
That's wicked.
She gone.
Yes, that's cool.
That was so
That's
sick.
cool, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.